Speedcross is what you shall be introduced with when you first boot up the game after the update that comes out tomorrow for Need for Speed Payback, and also multiplayer drift events have been added, 10 speed lists in total. If you want to check those out, it's free. And then next up we have abandoned vehicles, which introduces a new kind of game mode and new vehicles added for free once again. This video is going to tell you basically everything, and if you get confused about the video, there's a free and paid thing in the corner of the screen which will tell you exactly which is paid and free, so you don't get confused. I thought it would be a cool little thing to do. Anyway, we've spoken about the abandoned cars before. When you first launch the game, it will tell you on the corner of the screen that there's an abandoned vehicle around the map somewhere. I made a dedicated video on the location and what the mission is like, sort of thing, on another video, so I'll link every other video that I referenced throughout this video down below. There's going to be a lot of kind of information that points to other videos if you want more details on them. This is pretty much a roundup and explaining what the DLC is about. So a quick rundown of what you need to do on this event. You find the car, you get in the car, you run away from the police to a certain location, you keep the car. Once you have unlocked the car, you then get to customize the car however you want, put up whatever spec you want, buy it again in multiple specs if you want to, all this sort of stuff. It is pretty much, it looks like a derelict when you find it. It's very rusty and you have to fix it up a little bit, but you don't have to do anything specific to do that. You just buy the parts. I had to, because of the fact that I hadn't progressed properly in this game. It was like a little test session, if you will, to kind of show you, yeah, this is what we got. Anyway, so this is going to be the start of the Speedcross event, as you can see on screen here. It's pretty much a new game mode, if you will.
A mini JCW countryman? What are you up to?
Bring it to the airfield. You'll see.
So quite secretive, aren't we, Rav? Not really telling us too much about what's going on here. But I'm gonna tell you, Panzer's gonna tell you. So cutscenes are back. We're doing proper story kind of progression here. So it's not actually a part of the storyline as such. It's more just kind of a little bonus thing in where Rav has decided to enter you, Mac, into a series of events that is pretty much like it's like a gymkhana / rallycross style event. The beginning of the event, you'll be able to see the kind of overview of the map, and in the corner it will tell you what zones there are and what score you need to reach. And essentially it's pretty much like a drift event, except for the fact that I'd say that's the main focus. Just try and keep your drifts going, but there are different sections along the race that ask you to do different things. For example, there's drift, and then we run on to a top speed, go through it as quick as you can, and then we go back to another drift. And the map has been changed for this. It's not just like a rehash of different events just for the sake of it. It's very different. They've added jumps and that sort of thing, and actually used the map to kind of change it up a little bit, make it much more exciting. Some of the earlier maps are pretty cool. Some of them they're kind of basic, start off very believable kind of basic jumps, but as we progress through it, we do get some absolutely ridiculous ones that completely just convert the map. And personally, sometimes I kind of want to, I hope at some point what they're going to do is permanently convert the map or something for like a specific event that you choose, or something like even online, because there's so much fun. These areas are so much fun to kind of jump around. They reinvent the areas. As I was talking about in a video the other day, there isn't really much stuff to go off and explore and have fun as such. This creates that. Now, lots of events to go through, as you can see, many, but as said, there are many different types of events to go through. For example, we just went through an airporty style one. Now we're going to proper dedicated off-road. I personally don't enjoy off-roading in this so much, as I've said in the past, but I did enjoy these events. They offer something different each time, and I'm glad that there's some off-road, some on-road, some mix-match, kind of mixed surfaces. It kind of puts you into a place where you kind of master your car rather than the event. I mean, you can master the event if you really wanted to dedicate to the event, smash through it and get an amazing score. But it's introducing like so many crazy, like, complete million-degree incline over here. It's just some insane jumps, insane climbs. It's just very content to what you normally get in these videos. It's very out there. I quite like that they've tried to kind of go out of the norm and make something a little bit different with this DLC. They could have very much just, you know, made an addition to the story or something, but that would kind of lock people out of the story. And with this, they actually have a protagonist, which is obviously Mac, and the antagonist, which arrives, the Barracuda, which has a really stupid name, and he's really cheesy, and he's not very depthful character-wise. He's very basic, very plain, but he's someone to kind of go against. He's someone that makes you want to, you know, actually try and push ahead and actually beat, which is nice. It's very rare for Need for Speed to be doing that recently, but so it's I'm very glad it's back kind of thing. And when you actually complete some of the events towards the end, you can see there's a list of people, kind of like a blacklist-esque style thing, and through some of these you'll actually notice some Easter eggs pointing to classic Need for Speed people, you know, from all the Need for Speed games. And once you complete the DLC, you get the 2 cars. As said, there's a really basic rundown of what the DLC has to offer for us. It has quite a lot to offer compared to what you would imagine. Like, the price of it is very, very cheap for what you get. For that price, I would be considering, you know, just the cars, for the amount of customization parts they have and the amount of time they must have taken to actually make those cars. It makes me think like, wow, I'm kind of happy that they added a little bit more to it, but I would have been happy paying that for just 2 cars. I probably shouldn't say that because they might actually start doing that. Really happy with the DLC. It's some extra content for those that want it, and if you don't want it, all the vehicles that are actually missing from the game are going to be slowly rolled out over time. You're going to be able to access those from those missions that I told you about with the Skyline that's going to be scattered out. For the first car, it's actually going to be the RX-7. Then the Skyline, I would imagine, now that we've shown it, surely. If not, then we're going to get something else. And there's quite a few cars in there that are missing, and they're just going to be kind of switched out over time, I imagine. But let me know what you think of Speedcross. I'm excited to give it a go. We're going to be adding on to the Let's Play almost by playing through this over the next couple of days, so you'll be able to see it in full depth if you're not wanting to buy it, or if you still haven't decided if you want to get it or not. But again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed and you want to see any of the videos referenced down below, they're down below, unless I forgot, because I sometimes do that. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, guys, peace.